Why, the pleasure is all mine, as is the surprise, surely. It must be fate that brings us together in this place. I sense you are older and wiser than the last time we met. It seems your travels continue to yield valuable insights. You are too kind.
So, Zhongli, are you here to listen to stories over tea again?
I had originally planned to set out after this last round of tea.
However...
I had planned to take a walk to Chimes village and gather some nascent bamboo shoots, which are...
Huh? Nascent bamboo shoots? Why can't you just use normal bamboo shoots instead? Wait, Paimon knows! Because Zhongli prefers the finer things in life, right? Okay, Mr. Particular, let me guess. Ahem. The nascent bamboo shoot has a uniquely tender texture and a delicate sweet taste that its normal cousin cannot match.
An astute observation, Paimon. Lantern Rite is almost upon us, but besides the bamboo shoots, there are a few other items I have not yet procured from Director Hu's list.
Well, we were planning to use the opportunity to say hi to some of our friends, but...
Well then, might I invite you to imagine the sheer delight that is a...
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Why, I assure you, I would do no such thing. I merely wish to inform you...
But collecting a few bamboo shoots shouldn't take too long. Paimon...
Such fine specimens are indeed well worth the excursion. Very well.
See? Paimon...
However, there is no need to... The streets of Liyue will be bustling with visitors and filled with all manner of celebrations during the festive period. But the nascent bamboo shoots would be but...
We're heading out! Enjoy your walk! Oh! This one's only just sprouted! And it looks super fresh! Paimon thinks this is the one! These should be enough. Let's head back. Did you hear that? Someone's calling for help. It's coming from over there. Are you okay? Did any water go down the wrong pipe?
I think I'm okay now.
That was scary. Well, at least you're all right. All thanks to your savior here. Oh, greetings, everyone. My name is Yao Yao. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Whoa, she's so well-mannered. My name's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
I'm Dvorak. I came through Stone Gate, intending to head towards Liyue Harbor, but then I became captivated by the beautiful scenery. Just now I was so mesmerized by the waterfall that I slipped and fell into the water. If it weren't for Miss Yao Yao's help, I shudder to think what might have happened.
It's all right, Mr. Dvorak. The splashing around the bottom of the waterfall means the stone path is always wet. Next time you're exploring, as long as you watch your step, accident...
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Oh, are you hungry?
Oh, I'll be fine.
Please, sir, it's quite all right. I was born and raised here in Liyue. I expect you still have quite a long journey ahead of you. I still have some lotus flower crisps left in my backpack. Why don't we split them between the four of us? Aw, what a thoughtful kid! You're welcome. So tasty. Having a healthy appetite is a good thing. Hope you're taking notes, Traveler. This is how you treat your Paimon. What do you think, sir? Are Liyue snacks to your taste?
No, they're perfect. When I was traveling through Mondstadt, I had a chance to try one of their moon pies. It had a meat filling, unlike these crisps. As for Fontaine's cooking, though, it's been a long time since I've had a taste of home.
Sounds like you spend a lot of time on the road, huh?
I do. It's part of my job. I'm one of...
Iridescence tour?
The Iridescence Tour is one of the biggest music festivals in Fontaine. We're looking to expand, though. Our aim is, at least, all the main It's a long story, so I'll spare you the details.
Well, what are they? Just...
Let me see. Well, to explain it in full, I'd have to start with a story from...
Oh, I love listening to stories. We want to hear it too.
Okay, then I'll start from the beginning. The story goes that my ancestor, who was, they say it was the most beautiful, moving melody he had ever heard. Even in that life and death moment, the ethereal music seized his full attention. When he finally came to, he found that he had already been brought ashore. Not too far from him stood an unfamiliar woman with an almost divine aura. Once she saw that he was no longer in danger, she left without a word. My ancestor tried to run after her to give his thanks, but although a mere dozen paces separated them, no matter how quickly he gave chase, he drew no closer and remained a dozen paces behind. In the end, all he could do was to bow in thanks to the woman as he watched her walk away towards the rivers and mountains in the distance, before at last he turned around and made his way home. Once he returned to Fontaine, he began to learn an instrument so that he could spread his story far and wide, just like the bards. After generations of retelling, embellishing, and dramatizing, people have come to think of that lady as something like a fairy. The story's become something of a local legend in Fontaine. People now say that if you go down to the lakeside and play an instrument, so long as you play a pleasing melody, you will hear a fairy lady who is hiding out of sight.
Wow!
Well, yes. I wanted to find out the truth of this tale. So, of course, there's no way of knowing where my ancestor fell. I've spent many years on the road now, and I'm nowhere near as fit as I was in my youth.
Well, I haven't lived half of my life yet, but... Paimon too! It's like... imagine if you saved the center of a lotus flower crisp, which is the best part, by the way, because you wanted to eat it another day. But then suddenly, sploosh! It falls into the water, never to be seen again! Paimon would definitely remember that for the rest of her life.
There's no need to feel sorry for me. I've made some progress over the years. For example, I've concluded that the story must have taken place in Liyue.
Oh, so you finally found a lead?
Yes, in fact, that's an intriguing story in it. I'd always known that Mondstadt is the city of song and freedom. But more recently, so I prayed for the Animal Archon's guidance in a friendly local told me that this meant right? You get it.
Are you? Rex Lapis has returned to the... Don't worry, Yao Yao. We have a lot of experience with deciphering omens and stuff. And anyway, you only got scammed if you handed over Mora, right?
Actually, to express my gratitude, I did spend...
Oh dear. Well, how about... I don't know if you've been scammed. They'll help you.
But you've already...
I was gonna take some... You know what? It's been a minute.
All right.
Okay, everyone. Uh-oh.
Liyue. It's almost as if I'm listening to the same melody, but with a richer timbre and new variations added.
Well, we are here doing lantern ride after all. It's fair to say that this time of year is when Liyue Harbor looks the prettiest.
Great. Let's go and check it out. I can't wait to get into the city and see it all up close. The streets are breathtaking. Smiles and laughter everywhere I look. It's contagious. I can almost feel the music in the air. I have the urge to start waving my conductor's baton.
Hi, everyone. Fancy meeting you all here. What a
Hello, Xinyan. Let me...
traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak, right?
When I was last here to advertise a Liyue stop for the Iridescence Tour, Xinyan was one of the few people willing to give me the time of day.
Well, feels like I've been chasing this Iridescence Tour bandwagon halfway around the world, but I keep getting stuck.
I'm so sorry, Xinyan. We've had a string of terrible luck recently, and every time...
Is that right? So, what brings you to Liyue Harbor at this time of year anyway? Thinking of putting on...
A lantern ride music fest.
No,
Oh, so no Lantern Rite Music Festival?
I mean, that's not just up to... Hosting a music festival takes a lot of funding and personnel. Moreover, I've never worked with the Liyue Authority.
Wait, but we're going to meet... Uh-huh, that's right.
You mean...
This is the perfect... That's... As for the my friend Yun...
But what about you?
If we actually...
Wow!
What do you say, Mr.
But the open...
Are you... Guess my... Yow yow. If you...
Okay, you've got this. So about the senior of yours Xinyan mentioned just now. Is that anyone we know?
All from my time
Yes, it's Xiangling. She's mentioned you two before. Xiangling's always thinking about cooking. Whenever she gets scrapes or burns, she just leaves them to heal by themselves. She definitely needs someone around her to look after her. I know you must have looked out for her a lot too in the time you've known her. So, thank you for that. Oh, it's Master! Is it okay if I go and say hi to her?
Oh, calm down now, dear. I'm not about to run off anywhere. I'm not a bundle of energy like you.
I haven't seen you in days, Master! I've missed you.
Oh, bless you, Yao Yao. You do say the sweetest things. Ah, look who it is. Visiting friend.
You're half right, Madam Ping. We were also trying to help out Mr. Dvorak over here.
hello, ma'am.
Master!
Oh, an old lady like...
Oh, right! Madam Ping, how would you... You're an elder of Liyue, and you know all about Liyue's cultural traditions. Hearing your... For example, do you think it might be a bit too much?
Why, not at all. Music pays off. Times change, and the music enjoyed by the youngsters. And so...
Here, here.
Goodness gracious.
Master, you're in such a great mood today. You're even cracking jokes with the rest of us.
Oh, well, I'm sure you must have plenty to be getting on with. Yes? Run along now. Don't let me hold you up.
Thanks, Madam Ping. We'll see you again soon.
And when you meet with the Ministry of Civil Affairs, please remind them that the festivities are not an excuse to procrastinate their work.
Understood, Miss Ganyu. I'll take...
Ganyu!
What brings you here, Yao Yao?
I've brought all the medicine you asked me to pick for you. Oh, and here's a pack of sweet flower seeds as well. Also, these dried Genshin leaves make a great pot of tea that's very good for you. I know you've had a lot to deal with at work recently, but you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you're not careful, you'll end up falling asleep in the grass again. Well, this is weird. It's like a responsible younger sister talking to their disorganized older sister.
Thank you, but Paimon's criticism is quite valid. I do have a tendency to neglect matters outside of work, and that's something I should improve on. Oh, my apologies. I don't believe...
Paimon will do the honors. What's wrong? It's definitely an ambitious plan. If there's anything you didn't quite catch, Paimon...
It may be a little difficult to make this happen.
Oh?
Well, the Lantern Rite is the most important festival of the year. Our celebrations must not only be visually spectacular, but also appeal to the tastes of Liyue citizens from all walks of life. The Iridescence Tour is relatively unknown in Liyue. It's difficult to predict how a brand new show will be received. It would be quite risky for us to bet everything on this one music.
All very valid points.
Therefore, we will not replace or cancel any of our pre-existing program. However, I will submit a proposal requesting to put the Iridescence Tour special performance as the final act of this year's festivities. Some live music will certainly add to the festive atmosphere on the night of the Lantern Rite. As for the venue... yes. My thought, now I just need to take some... As long as I... Mr. Dvorak, I will need to discuss with you the number of musicians who will be coming to Liyue.
Oh, yes, certainly. Let's...
As soon as there's work to do, God, I couldn't agree more. Master once said that everyone has things that they are good at and things that they are less good. I'm good at taking care of people, so that can be left to me. Wow. Hey, Yo-Yo, I'm afraid my back, apart from love, anything sweet, and anything that's made from slimes.
Here's what I've...
No, this is...
Perfect. Oh, perfect timing. Not at all. Yao Yao.
Remember to make tea for... Okay. Everyone, I'm sure that the music festival will go off without a hitch, so don't worry. And in case...
Thank you, Yao Yao.
We should go get dinner
Greetings, Traveler, Paimon, and Mr. Dvorak. Ganyu has brought me up to speed on everything. I'll get straight to the point. The Qixing have approved Ganyu's proposal. Over the
Yay! That's awesome!
Please. On a more personal note, I am an avid supporter of all. As such, it is my privilege to work with you.
Thank you so much, Keqing. I'd become quite discouraged after our recent failures. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that. Right. Time for me to call in the performers. To stage a concert at a high...
Yes! Our music band's finally getting fired up!
Yes, indeed. I know exactly what I'm doing from here. For a musician, music will always be the language they are most fluent in. Oh, that.
Oh. Ganyu? What's wrong?
They told me all about Mr. Dvorak's situation.
Oh, that's quite all right. Don't...
Thanks. It was just that I had a few initial... To tell you the truth, Mr. I know how
Did you say the Adepti? And your illuminated beast? Are you telling me all the rumors of the Liyue Adepti are real? So...
You bet they're real! Trying to track them down is tough, though. Like Julian Karsten.
Yes. Anyway, if you're looking... But if it's a person you're looking...
I see.
Yes.
Great. So Mr. Dvorak and I will concentrate on things here in the city to make sure the concert goes according to plan. How's your workload?
I can probably...
Wait, what do you mean as long as I don't sleep? Even for someone with illuminated beast blood in their veins, working for such an extended period without a break will take its toll on your health.
Somehow that does not sound persuasive coming from...
Be it but 3 moons from the start, he who Even I know the importance of
In that case, 3 days.
All right, I can work with...
If you have the time, would you join me for this search? You're well known to many of the Adepti, and okay, then let's meet back here in 3 days.
What's this space, Mr. Dvorak?
You're all so helpful and...
Just think. Imagine if we found the Adeptus lady. It'd be such a happy reunion. And...
You're right. Okay.
We should probably get going. Mr. Dvorak, could you come with me to confirm the site?
Ooh, we're coming too!
I was wondering, what are your thoughts on music? What does it mean to you?
Music sounds nice?
Truth be told, the question of what music means to people is one that I've been pondering for...
Lady Yuhang?
Baiwen, what is it?
Per Lady Ningguang's orders, I've been gathering intelligence outside of the city with the goal of uncovering and dispatching any trouble ahead of the festival. I am told that a strange melody was heard somewhere along the coast. I was wary of investigating further on my own, so I was just on my way to report this incident to Lady Ningguang. But I'm worried that if we don't act right away, we may miss the window of opportunity to take appropriate action.
I understand. In that
Yeah, Kuching. You're busy enough as... Leave it to us.
With the Traveler on the case, it's as good as dealt with. Thank you. This will be a great help.
Will do. And say hi...
You have my thanks, too. Stay...
Good luck. Let's revisit this question after the concert.
This strange tune is coming from around here, right? But Paimon doesn't hear anything.
I was just wondering who in their right mind would come out to a place like this.
Yeon! How'd you sneak up on us like that? You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
You look pretty alive to me. Can't have spooked you that bad.
You...
Ah, you're here for that too? Saves me. Come with me. I've already reconned the perimeter, so we should... I'll keep this close.
The doors and the windows... This place is... guys could have sneaked in while the...
Seems you've done a pretty thorough inspection. So, any theories on what might have happened here?
Daylon, you didn't hide some of the evidence from us on purpose, did you?
Why would I make this more difficult for you?
Okay, well...
What about you? Give up as well? Yep. It's not obvious. To be honest, I was only able to put it all together because of some background knowledge about this area. A long time ago, there used to be a group of bandits in the Liyue countryside who would sound a... But it wasn't a rallying cry to rouse their fellow men. It was to escape with their lives, the villagers would abandon their homes and flee overnight. The bandits were eventually brought to justice. But whenever they heard that melody, they would feel like their lives were in danger once again. The culprit of this crime exploited that very fear to get access to this house without having to force...
That's...
The victims obviously will have gotten quite a fright, but the important thing now is to find this copycat. On any other day, that'd probably be a good idea. And take a look around and you'll see what I mean. This criminal is clearly well-versed both in use... Not only did they stay off the muddy road to avoid leaving footprints, it looks like they were also careful not to bring any gadgets with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Unfortunately for them, I'm one of the best trackers in the business. They're not about to get away with their little scheme on my watch.
So basically, if we want to find the culprit, we just...
As long as you can keep up. Since the culprit's trying to be cautious and low risk, I'll bet they left through an area with some vegetation for cover, but not... Here, look at this. These tracks are superficial, but they definitely didn't occur naturally. Something heavy was being dragged this way, meaning we're headed in the right direction. Their pace is increased. Normally, people carrying a heavy load slow down as their journey goes on and they start to tire. Whatever's motivating them to speed up must be psychological. For instance, reaching the home stretch.
Again, and so close to Lantern Ride, too. 'Tis not the season for their antics.
Come on, let's run.
Hey! Who are you? Where did...
The evidence is conclusive. Okay, confess and we'll go easy on you. My patience is running low, so why don't...
You kidding me? You think I'm scared of you?
Perhaps not. But...
Mercy!
Oh, it's a little late for that. I've come this far.
I surrender! I surrender, please! I'll do what...
Tell us everything. You have one chance. And I'm warning you. Don't make me ask twice.
I won't, I swear. So Lantern Right's nearly here, and like a lot of people, I wanted to buy a few nice things. I know I'm with the treasure hoarders and everything, but I don't really have any kind of experience with robbing people and whatnot. So
Wow, you're really going to complain to us about that?
No, not at all. I'm just telling it how it is.
Okay. Continue.
I racked my brains trying to think of what I could do. And eventually, I remembered the tune, so I figured I'd try it for myself. I mean, just to see what would happen. At first, anyway, I seriously didn't expect that family to pack up and leave. But they did. And they just left all their stuff right there for the taking. It was completely wrong of me. I know that now. I'll return everything that I...
Give you a chance, huh? Sounds to me like you'd rather strike some kind of a deal than spend Lantern Right behind bars.
Yes?
You know how to bargain, I'll give you that. It's just a pity that you didn't confess at the first opportunity. You'll have to take a walk with me. Once we've returned the goods, we'll find the owner of the house, and you can apologize to them.
Yes, ma'am!
You know, as a former victim of this kind of crime yourself, I doubt anyone understands the fear you inflicted quite as well as you do. Does your greed matter more to you than your fear? More to the point, if you can play a tune from memory, don't you think you should be capable of making an honest living?
You mean...
That's enough hint. There's not much left to wrap up, so...
What is it? Is there something else?
I'm still not sure how you first got your hands on this information. So play it safe when you get back. Don't mention to anyone that you ran into me. You helped a lot with the investigation and arrest anyway, so it's perfectly fair for you to get all the credit. See you when I see you. And happy Lantern Right.
Yeon's such a pro at this. With her taking it from here, it's as good as resolved. Whoosh! Random event, a strange melody. Although, it's kind of a shame that we never got that. Cause Paimon's curious, that's why. It's like when you have a tune stuck in your head, but you don't... When we were chatting with Mr. Dvorak, music seemed like such a positive thing. And most music is, right? It can help us relax, feel all warm and fuzzy. Paimon never imagined that music could be used to Oh, really? Huh. Makes sense. Paimon... Well, anyway, now that everything's resolved, let's get back to Liyue Harbor. Paimon's still waiting for us with our random event reward.
That's great news! Oh, please wait here a moment if you would be so kind. Lady Ningguang...
My greetings to both of you. Long time no see.
No need to be so formal with us, Ningguang. We've known each other for a long time now. You must be super busy with all the preparations for Lantern Right. Don't mind us.
On the contrary, I think it is those that I have known longest to whom I should extend the greatest courtesies. Alas, on a different day, I would invite both of you inside for some tea and a brief respite from your travels. But you're quite right. Trivial matters aside, there's no escaping once the performance itself is over, well then, simply put, there will always be work to do.
Whoa, you're already thinking...
Well, we can discuss more current affairs if you'd prefer. I trust you saw this year's Mingxiao lantern at the docks when you arrived at the city?
Yeah, it looked like a goose. Which Adeptus is it modeled on this
Sea Gazer. I believe you're familiar with the name. Legend holds that he was free-spirited and easygoing. On this marvelous lantern rite, we pray that the fallen heroes may be guided home. If the sound of music can flow like the rivers and streams into every corner of the land, perhaps the souls of those who have gone before us will hear the song of a new era.
Oh, they're gonna love them. Paimon's sure of it. At least, if the guy you mentioned is anything to go by, the Adepti and Heroes of the Past sound like a...
Well, I heard that you'll be going on a search with Ganyu to find the descendants of a... I'm sure this quest to uncover the